Good morning and welcome to the church office.
Thank you. We're glad you're here.
I think it's the guest. I think it's the guest that threw you. The guest through Pastor Brooks. We're here. This is a very special episode. You get to meet our newest staff member. Her name is Grace Adams. She replaces Mrs. Conkle. I want to say seventh grade teacher, but technically it's not seventh grade teacher.
It's English for 6th, 7th, and 8th.
English for 6th, 7th, and 8th. So Grace, like my oldest daughter, is an English teacher, so they have an affinity for that. So we have a literary game in place, which we will get to.
For today.
For today, yeah. So for today. So if you like a strange combination of Lord of the Rings and country music, all right, you're in for a treat. If you don't, just hang in there. Hopefully you'll find something.
Well, they can follow along with me then, as the person who will
exactly.
know.
We'll explain the rules here in a little bit, but first things first, Grace. We want to give you an opportunity to just kind of introduce yourself, where you went to school, your first call, and now accepting the call to join us here at Christ the King. And so family background as well, because you have some family background here at Christ the King as well. So go, Grace, go.
All right, so I have basically grown up in Michigan my whole life, but my dad's a pastor, so I moved around, lived on the West Coast, 15 minutes from Lake Michigan, moved back over here to the Detroit side, but my family's from this area, so I knew I wanted to be a teacher from a really young age, and so I followed in my parents' footsteps to Concordia University in Ann Arbor, where I studied education with a focus in language arts. And kind of followed my career there. Had an amazing time there at Concordia, which I know there's quite a few alum here. So found a lot of my people from Ann Arbor in this area. But I also have family in this area. So this is my dad's home congregation. So that was a crazy experience when I got the call from Dr. K to come in and interview. So it was a small world experience. But I've been teaching this will be my 5th year. I started in 4th grade, had a ton of fun there, really enjoyed it, learned a lot, grew as an educator, and God called me to kind of take that next step into my career as a cold worker, and now I'm here at Christ the King, and I am excited for this new chapter and working with the middle schoolers and focusing just on language arts, reading and writing. So
all right,
it's exciting.
Excellent. We're really happy that you've joined the team and joined the staff. And let's see. So, PJ, let's jump into, let's just say some of the things your affinity for, right? Some of your hobbies, some of your likes. You did share with me that you are a big Detroit sports fan.
Yes,
so that will be fun. That was one of the things like, all right, welcome aboard. So go with that a little bit.
Yeah, having lived in Michigan my whole life, I am a born and raised Detroit fan. So hockey is my favorite. Love following the Red Wings. The break is just too short. Like I am counting down the days to when the season starts back up again. I follow them, like all the stuff that's going on at the LCA. So I love that I'm super close. Just shoot up 75, go to as many games as I can get to. Love the Tigers, watching them. It's cool to kind of see where they're at, and the Lions this year are looking pretty good. So
that's really what's interesting about that. I think, as I hear you say that, Grace, is I remember watching the first 2 cups in 95, 96, 97, those 2 cups. But I was little. I was 5 and 6. You were another 10 years old, so that was like big, right? Or no, wrong way. You wouldn't have been born for that.
No. I vaguely remember the 08.
08.
Okay. So I vaguely remember that one. But other than that, no. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to be able to remember the cup.
All right.
So
welcome to my world, PJ.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. It's when it dawned on me, like when Pastor Mark Bushikovich joined the staff, and it's kind of going through my head. It's like, wait a minute, time out. His birth year is 1985. Mm-hmm. That's when I graduated from high school. Mm-hmm. All right, that's when it hit me that these kids are they're not, I'm a little bit older than they are now. All right, so all right, so let's shout out to our sponsors. Coffee's a big thing for us here, as you will find out. I mean, PJ and I, for the record, PJ and I are not coffee snobs per se. Although I have become a little bit more particular about my coffee unless I'm here at church. So you just give me something that's basically
Nothing beats
yeah,
church coffee.
yeah,
though.
church coffee.
Glad to hear you say that, Grace.
It's the
Yes.
best.
And so shout out to this episode is brought to you by our good friends at White Furniture. Grace is thinking to herself, do they really have sponsors right now?
Yeah,
Didn't
oh, cool.
Did that sound official? All right.
Very.
So no, Sharon Jordan made up these cups for us. So yeah, it's got the church
that's
office
awesome.
sponsored by. And if you are in the market for some furniture, it's quality stuff there. White Furniture. Scott Jordan is the owner. So you head downtown Wyandotte, all right? Get yourself a coffee. Stop in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You guys, you go in and ask Scott for a coffee. He'll give you a cup of coffee.
Nice.
Around the house. What do you got going there? This is what the younger generation.
This is my Starbucks order. Blonde vanilla latte. It's iced because it's 80 degrees today, and the humidity won't break. But yeah. So one of my go-tos. Sometimes mix it up when it's cold. I patiently await the seasonal drinks. Christmas ones are my favorite.
That is such a big thing now.
Yes.
The day that the pumpkin is the
yes,
big one, right?
yes, the pumpkin spice ones in
stand
fall.
this stuff. I'm sorry, Grace.
I
don't mean to go against you and your
No, it's okay.
I just can't stand it.
I try to go the day of, but yeah, they're worth it.
PJ, what do you got going there on your mug?
Okay,
I've not seen that one.
Yeah, so
that is different.
Grace just mentioned that she went to Ann Arbor. So this is my Concordia Ann Arbor mug. So this is an interesting mug. It's got a bunch of stuff, just names of stuff that we had at Ann Arbor.
Yes.
So the nest is on here. Tool Time is
like
a youth gathering that was hosted at Ann Arbor. So yeah, this is my Concordia Ann Arbor mug.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, that's right. Good. Did you make that? Or did you find it? Did they sell it? Or
no, they were. I don't know where we got them.
Oh, we just got it from there.
They gave them to us for something, or they sold it back then. I can't remember, but no, I didn't. This thing's 15 years old. We didn't have the mug making technology on a personal level back then.
And they did not have a buy one get one free.
They might have. I don't remember. I'm sure that I didn't actually purchase a mug. They must have. When you're in college, you just take what you're given.
Little backstory. PJ had a buy one get one free mug, so he brought me a mug one time when he came home from vacation. He was at the Creation Museum, and I kind of thought it was a gift. I didn't realize it was just a buy one get one free. Here we got this extra mug. So for a moment, it was very awkward for a little bit because I didn't feel like we were at the gift giving stage just yet. So anyway, all right. Dates coming up. Some of the things that we want to hit. Let's see. First of all. September 5th is the Ryan Stevenson concert, right? All right, as you can see right above, right over there. Boy, Jess hit me hard last week.
Make us look like we're at
Dude, Jess made me 0 for 4. I was 0 for 4 last week. Jess made me hitless last week. Jess, our producer. Ryan Stevenson concert. It is for the whole community. We're busy getting the event center ready to go. It is going to be a great event.
Yep.
The QR code is there, or if it's easier and that kind of stuff kind of throws you a little bit, that can happen. Just call the church office. Call the church office. Say, hey, I want to go to the Ryan Stevenson concert. We'll make it happen. There, we'll take care of the ticketing and all that kind of stuff. Because it's general admission, so you're not looking for like an actual seat. But September 5th at the campus, make it a point to join us. That's going to be a great event.
Yep.
What else is happening that weekend? Why We Believe class. This kind of fits into our, I'm going to save that as a lead into the kind of the silly game that we've got here. And I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay.
What else did we have, PJ? This is Wednesday, so I doubt if that will be
the Family Connection is tonight.
It's tonight, so probably.
Or maybe it was yesterday, depending on when.
If you're watching this. Yeah. So anyway, but look for those family. Time. Yeah, look for those Family Connection events. If you missed them this summer, you'll want to jump in next summer.
Yeah.
Certainly. And the other big thing that I wanted to announce was or at least remind us, the work days out there at the campus, trying to get the campus kind of back. Well, it was never out of shape. But, we weren't there for a while as Gilead was. So now we had a lot of stuff to move around and jump back in. I was there last night. And when you get together with a group of people and, you're doing some stuff, it's work, sure, but it's kind of fun. There's that sense of community where you're getting stuff done.
Well,
and
maybe
so,
too much fun.
Yeah. Well, no, we moved a lot of stuff. Anyway, and it was a good workout. I felt like I burned some calories. So that was good. As you can see us right here, join us for those events. right?
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, anyway. And then finally, our soccer league starting up this
fall
fall.
Soccer. Yep.
Fall soccer. If you go onto our church's website, ctk.me, just put that in there, pretty much on the homepage. You'll get to the sports camps and the soccer league registration real quick. Those Saturdays in the fall, right? About 8 Saturdays in the fall.
Yeah, I think that's
kind of
right.
September and October Saturdays in the fall. And again, we were kicking off our CTK Fall Soccer League, ages
3-ish to 12-ish. Does that sound right?
Little kids, about the size of hobbits, actually, which is where we're going with this. All right. Anything else to announce? Oh, this weekend, though.
Yeah.
Talk about this weekend. The backpacks. That's what we needed.
You're right. Yes. At all services this weekend, we will be doing blessing of the backpacks. We've done this for a few years now, and it's just a great opportunity for our entire community to be in prayer over all of the children of our community who are starting back up their school year. So, kids, bring your backpacks. There's no kids watching. Parents, bring your backpacks to whatever service you come to this weekend. You don't have to bring your backpack, but if you do, they can bring the backpack up with them.
Yep.
And we'll have a tag that we'll throw onto the backpack, and then we will all together kind of pray over them and give them a blessing as they start their year. And then, of course, Grace is being installed at late service this week, so that'll just be at 11 o'clock on Sunday. But that's going to be gonna be fun.
Yeah, a little card shower as well at the Bible class. So we want to welcome Grace into our community. And go from there. Yeah, so that's about the weekend. All right.
Yeah.
I think we have officially gone over the stuff that needed to go over. Now, all right, so here is the kind of connection between the Why We Believe class, the new membership class, and the game we're going to play today, which is based on Lord of the Rings, written by J.R.R. Tolkien. Mm-hmm. I don't know a lot about the Lord of the Rings series, okay, just because that's not, but I do love C.S. Lewis. And Tolkien and Lewis were good friends there, and so they kind of knew each other.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
dude, they were really good friends.
Oh wow!
I went through some fun facts, which I've got a couple here on Tolkien, and I was talking to Jess about it before this. Kind of, we were talking about some things. As you might see behind us, the kind of the landscape that I asked Jess to work up. I'm very excited to see what she comes up with.
No,
I don't know where.
I think we're in the Shire. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We're going for cozy vibes, not.
Okay. Mordor's the volcano.
Yeah.
That's a bad place.
Yeah.
So for reference, I read these books as a kid and not since. So I mean, I know the plot, but I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm maybe the middle ground here.
Yeah, no, I know Tolkien's work, but I don't really know Tolkien's work. Okay. So his connection with C.S. Lewis, though, I really appreciate, because the new membership class, Grace, I changed a couple years ago, and maybe your dad can attest to this too. I remember when your dad and I probably first came out as pastors, and you had your new member class. The goal of a new member was to tell them what to believe. Mm-hmm. Right? This is what we believe. You went through the 6 chief parts of the catechism. It's like, if you want to be a Lutheran, these are the rules that you have to follow, right? Mm-hmm. These are the doctrines that we accept. And not that that's wrong. I just changed the approach in the last few years, and it's more of an apologetics approach in the why we believe. Mm-hmm. We believe the Bible is the Word of God because Jesus is risen from the dead, and everything builds from that. Mm-hmm. And so C.S. Lewis in the Mere Christianity, a lot of those themes come from there. So Lewis and Tolkien together, I kind of thought, which that class starts on September 7th. It's Sunday. It's going to meet those Sundays during September and October. We're in the upper room. Please call the church office and register, just so that we know we have enough room.
Yep.
Enough room up there. Every family that attends the class gets a free copy of Tom Zelt's book, The Linchpin, about resurrection apologetics. You're going to get a free one as well.
Awesome.
It's a must read. It's a real tiny book. You can read it in about an hour, especially with as an English person. How many books do you read a summer? Did you say?
This summer's been a bit busy, but I probably try to do 10 a book. But yeah, I've been doing a lot.
10 books is a lot of books.
Yeah.
Leah's goal was 20. My daughter Leah, but she was moved in. I mean, you are moving. So once she got settled in Chicago. I remember she told me once, I said, Dad, my goal this year is to read 20 books before school starts. And I said, I don't know if
I've
I've
got my tracker on Goodreads, so I'm trying to keep track of all the books I'm reading.
There you go. I know you're English teachers. All right, fantastic. So, Grace also has an affinity for country music.
I do.
So what I thought would be a fun game is to basically take your Lord of the Rings characters and find that comp to your country music artist. Why? We all know that country music has a great history from Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know that we also recognize that J.R. Tolkien, where did he go to school? Birmingham, England. So there you go.
There we
So
go.
there we go.
We all know.
I know. I was like,
there's your kickoff.
I don't know if that's factor.
And of course we do. Yes.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff I might be making up. I'm not making this up though. In a 10-minute kind of venture on Wikipedia, did you know that the nickname of Birmingham, England is a Venice of the North? You know that?
I did
No.
not. No.
Also could not point to it on a map.
Nope.
This is a place in England?
Yeah, Birmingham. Yeah, if
Birmingham,
London's
England.
here, if
Well,
you're
a
looking,
little more familiar with this geography.
if
now
London's
because of your
Atlanta,
travels.
Birmingham might be Chicago. It's like
Okay.
in that way. So it's kind of your northern area kind of a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit. So
That's the nickname.
Becca's married to a kid from London. So I got a little bit of history there. So Becca's father-in-law, his name is Derek. He's a Baptist pastor, by the way. He retired. Derek comes from
English Baptist pastor.
an English Baptist pastor. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
And his family is like, it comes from up north. Like if you can imagine like what we would consider the UP, that's where Derek grew up.
Oh, okay.
And he speaks English, but the dialect from where he's from, you can't understand it. It's crazy because he would, obviously he can kind of do it almost like an impression because he grew out of it once he came down to London. But no, so I do. Well, that's my affinity for then the Premier League soccer. That's where that comes from as well. I have to root for Arsenal because that's Josh's team. So I don't know any soccer thing.
A little bit, but not too much. But yeah, I know they're building a stadium in Detroit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Birmingham, Alabama. You know what the nickname for Birmingham, Alabama is?
No,
I don't.
Birmingham, England is Venice of the North. Birmingham, Alabama is Pittsburgh of the South.
That's horrible. That's
Yeah,
horrible.
I was like,
I was gonna say, aren't nicknames supposed to be flattering?
Yeah.
But it's from their industrial kind of a thing. Their, steel mills and that kind of a thing. So apparently that's where that came from.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just a little rabbit hole you can go down if you want to compare Birmingham's. All right, Grace, give us your Mount Rushmore of Lord of the Rings characters. All right, your top four.
Top four.
Full disclosure, as I went through this, Jess's sister Anna is my source.
Okay.
She gave me all of my notes.
You've got a Mount Rushmore that was given to you?
That was given to me.
Okay.
And I agree with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because what other option is there? Really?
Right. Well, we definitely have to put Gandalf on there.
So all right.
He
So
is,
he's one. Would you say he's one? He's like your George Washington.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
All right.
The OG kind of put the fellowship together. Kind of has been there throughout all of it. So.
All right.
And then we definitely have to go with Aragorn next.
Okay.
He is the king and just all around a magnificent character, and his plot is just, and his backstory is so complex, and he's very, very humble, but he is
he
is really cool. He's got a really cool sword.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's got some amazing fighting skills, but yeah, he was definitely one of my favorites. And then the next one would be Arwen, which is
That's who that is right there.
Eowyn.
Okay,
yep.
Got it.
So I mixed them up. I always mix them up. But she's
an elf?
No, she's not. She is human in a sense. But her grandfather was the king of Gondor, and so, but the plot, you watch the movie anyways. So she kind of ends up kind of taking over and kind of running. But she's very the girl boss of Lord of the Rings, and she, but she's also very caring and sweet. But she also loves to fight, and she grew up in that. So she also has a really cool sword. But she's overall one of my favorite characters. And then can't go wrong with Pippin and Merry. They're kind of a tag team.
Okay.
But they are the cousins to Frodo, and they are just the comic relief and
got it. Okay.
I find them hilarious when watching the movies or reading about them, and just kind of their interactions, but their loyalty to their family, to Frodo, is amazing too, and to each other.
Are they
They're
brother?
brothers. Yep. So they're brothers. So it's two
Oh, they're
brothers. Yep.
two brothers. All
Yep.
right.
And then they're
Got it.
like cousins to Frodo.
All right.
But yeah.
Where does this guy fit in? Where does Sam fit in? Because Anna had him as well.
Yeah. So he's Frodo's best friend.
Okay.
Yep. So
All
he ends up going on the journey with Frodo.
And I think you can make a case that he's the hero of the story.
You could write
really?
a whole paper
Okay.
on that.
All right. So the
It's-
understated hero.
Very much
Now,
understated hero.
Jess refers to him. I'm sorry, Jess. Anna refers to him here in her notes as the fat one. Is that fair? Is that part of the story, or is Anna just being mean?
No, it's part of the.
Okay.
It's kind of how they explain it. It's a little bit more in the books, but he's very much. You could make that case that he is the hero.
Very much,
yeah.
And I think there is very much a Christological connection to be made there, in that he's an undesirable character who ends up being the hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
very
He's
good.
kinda like
He's the person that you would not expect
Okay.
to be the savior.
And his other note was personality of a golden retriever.
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah.
But don't push the metaphor too far.
Yeah.
You can see why I had fun with this. All right, there. By the way, I think you and Anna are about the same age, because guess what else? Guess what she called Eowyn as well. Girl bosses her way through the movie.
Oh, definitely.
Wow.
Yes.
Same phrase.
Yes.
Same phrasing.
Yeah, that is
Exact phrasing.
interesting.
I know.
That
Yeah,
is-
doesn't surprise me at all. Does not surprise me one bit. All right. Do you have now? Here's where it gets fun. A country music equivalent for these guys, because
Ooh.
reading through Anna's notes, right? She gave me some more, like Frodo's on there,
Mhm.
obviously. This
Legolas.
guy, like
yes,
Legolas,
Gimli.
that guy. I don't know
Oh,
who that girl is.
Gladriel.
Yeah.
Yep, she's pretty. And she's
All
also
right.
a girl boss up there. but
Okay.
She's one of the OGs.
And then, of course, you got this guy, the bad guy, right?
Gollum. Yes.
Right. What's with the two names? I don't get it.
He was Smeagol when he was a hobbit, and then when he went crazy because of the ring, he became
That's
Gollum.
when he became that. All right, very good.
Yep.
All right, we'll start off with your OG. All right,
Gandalf.
your old Gandalf. All right, who's your equivalent there? Country music comp, and then PG will give you a
Country
chance.
I'm
music.
to
interested
get
to
your
see
point.
what sort of era of country music Grace's reaches. for
That's
here.
Oh.
this is where it gets fun.
I
This is
feel like
where
this
this is where it gets
generational
interesting.
too,
Right,
you know?
exactly. Go.
I mean, I think of him as like what you think of when you think of country music,
Right.
and I think of Garth Brooks, because that's
Okay.
kind of in that era. Everybody knows Garth Brooks, and but he's also kind of fun, because Gandalf likes to have fun, kind of play little tricks, and Garth Brooks is also kind of that. He's got some fun music too, but he's kind of the OG of
Look at
country
this.
music.
What's that say?
Yeah,
Right
that's-
there.
yeah.
That tracks. Now, to go back to my generation,
Yeah.
it would be Willie Nelson.
Mm.
You know, both
Mhm.
scraggly looking a little bit, right? The older guys,
Yeah.
right? They've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe even Johnny Cash, if you want to go way back.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you want to go all the way back, kind of thing. All right, PJ, how about
Yeah.
you? Who's your
Well,
guy? Right.
I'm trying to think of a song that Garth Brooks sings to try to get a reference. What's
I got friends in low places.
Mhm.
Oh, that's Garth
I
Brooks.
got
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
friends in low places.
I tell you what, for me, when I think of country music, you know who I think of? Really, only one guy, two guys.
Oh,
Think of who would have been popular like when I was high school and college. So 90s, 2000s. I think he was the most popular.
who would that be? I'm trying to think.
Brad Paisley,
Okay.
Yeah, Brad
He's my number
Paisley.
two.
Tim
Number
McGraw,
one. Tim McGraw. I remember Tim McGraw like on the radio when
Toby
I was a kid.
Keith?
Toby Keith.
Kenny Chesney.
Oh,
Kenny Chesney.
But
yeah,
he's-
yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Is that country or is that? 'cause
That's
It
like
is,
when it's
yeah.
country and
switched.
pop
Yeah,
are very much together.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's-
Yeah,
and I feel like maybe he was sort of a pioneer of that. Even.
it really
Kenny
did
Chesney's
switch. Yeah.
Older stuff is more
Mhm.
country.
Country, just
yeah,
him and the guitar.
Yeah.
you know.
Yes. All right.
So that's where I'm coming from. This is, and I
All right.
that's probably disrespectful to our our
So-
actual country music fans here. But
So PJ's 2 comps are simply going to be: is it Brad Paisley?
Yeah.
Or is it Kenny Chesney? Which one
well,
is
I gotta be honest.
Put a little Keith Urban in there.
I really think of Gandalf as Moses. That's really the connection.
Oh,
I
okay.
make. And Moses
All right, so
I mean,
yeah,
is
we
not
can
a
agree.
country
there we
music
go.
star per se, but
Could have been
Could've been.
just called to a different thing,
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's PJ's thing is which biblical character of praise
Yeah.
music. So that's
Yeah, yeah.
Moses there. All right, well, mine was
Okay.
Brooks or Red. All right, so Aragon is the next one. Aragon
Mhm.
jumped out at me as well because that was also on Anna's Mount Rushmore. So she has a lot of notes on him. As you said, she calls him the cool one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's that for you?
There's so many that you could categorize. Because I am currently obsessed, I love Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
And he is
Right.
He's
I can see that.
definitely
This is
the
current?
cool one. Yes,
Yeah,
he's
yes,
current.
correct.
Yes,
Yep.
just released a new album. Is on tour.
Yeah.
He kind of has that. He also kind of keeps to himself too, so he doesn't. And that's kind of like what Aragon's backstory is that he didn't. Nobody really knew anything about him, but while Morgan Wallen's like really popular, I still don't think we know everything about him.
Yeah.
I just don't. I just think he's.
So-
There's some things, but
a cryptic
he's
quality.
the cool one. Yeah.
I could
Morgan
go
Wallen
current
definitely-
with that as well. And
Yeah.
How about Hardy? Would Hardy fit in there? Not as much?
No.
Okay,
I
all right.
don't know. Hardy, I would put Morgan Wallen before Hardy, but
How about going old school there and Eric Church?
yeah.
Eric,
Yes.
Eric Church is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
He's
He
just,
is?
yeah, Eric
Yeah.
Church is, that's what that, I was thinking
He's
if
got a
you,
song with Morgan Wallen on his album.
does he?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, there we go.
So it makes sense.
We're
yeah.
obviously
yeah.
on to something.
Well, I'm definitely going Brad Paisley here because.
Oh yeah. I mean,
correct me if I'm wrong, but did Brad Paisley not play Aragon in the movie? Looks like exactly the same guy. Am I wrong about that?
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
If Brad Paisley grew his hair out a little bit, but yeah, I
And
mean,
grew a
I
few
see the
more
connection.
inches.
It's like the same person.
It is.
biblical person, Old Testament prophet that matches Aragon. PJ, go.
Who's like a
Old
cool
Testament.
prophet? Yeah. There's a lot of cool prophets.
Well, yeah.
What about Ezekiel?
Yeah,
He's
there
cool.
you
People
go, yeah.
probably look at Ezekiel
Yeah.
like. That guy's cool.
Yeah.
How about Gideon?
Yeah.
It's like-
Okay, that fits.
I'll meet you with 300
Yeah, yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
300? No problem. We got this. All right. Eowyn. Who is that? That one right there.
Eowyn,
Eowyn,
yes.
right? Did you have one with that? The girl boss. Yes.
Who's the girl boss of country music? Grace?
Who of country
Could be
music?
anyone but Taylor?
Well, is she country though?
No,
I might get some pushback
She started
for
out
that.
as country.
She did start
She
out
started
as
out
country.
right?
I mean, am I an OG Swiftie? Yes.
You
Do I
are.
know some of her music? Yes. Would I qualify her as country? Probably not. I would go with Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Carrie Underwood.
yeah.
That's my country. Started out American Idol, girl bossed her way through. She has such a unique
Yeah.
Mhm.
sound that no one else really can replicate, or even like Kelly Clarkson was kind of country a little
Okay.
bit for a little bit.
Okay.
So
All
those are who I think. But I mean, there's no denying Taylor Swift's just the industry and what she's done. But if we were sticking with country, I'd go Carrie Underwood.
All right. Very good. With my generation, I went the Dixie Chicks. Just in
Mhm.
general,
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically, kind of with that girl boss thing.
Wide
Plus, I
open
like their
spaces.
stuff there. Goodbye, Earl. Good
Mhm.
crowd favorite, family
Crowd
favorite.
favorite.
Yes,
Yes.
very good. All right, and then finally, now I think Jess had a Gollum, or I'm sorry, Anna had Gollum on her fourth on
Mount
the
Rushmore.
Pippin and Mary, and so that's where I went, the bad boy of country music, which is where
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen
Yeah.
fell in.
Yeah.
Right, because
Oh,
he's
Or even
currently
little,
kind of
like,
that
Hardy would fit into
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
little buck in the system, or you go really old school and you go Hank Williams Jr.
Mhm.
because he was kind of the bad
I
boy of
have
country
no
music.
idea who that is.
Yeah,
I know.
Is that a
the
name I should know?
but he was Hank Williams' son.
Oh, okay.
If that helps.
Yeah, totally.
Now yours was the Pippin and Mary, though. Yeah, do they have a country music equivalent there?
Dan and Shay.
Oh,
And
good
Shay.
call.
Yeah.
That's like
Good
Goofballs,
call.
Goofball
Dan
Brothers?
Shay.
They are.
No,
I
they're a
don't think
team.
they're. Yeah, but they're
Ooh.
a like a duet. Yeah, but they. they're like fun, light-hearted country
Yeah.
music. It's not very deep. It's almost kind of like lovey-dovey, but
Okay.
they're best friends. But yeah, they sing a lot about like family and relationships and stuff. But yeah,
Can I
definitely.
counter with Maddie and Tay?
Ah, yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that would fit, right?
Yep, Maddie and Tay.
You know who
Good
I'm
stuff.
going with on this one?
Maddie and Tay.
For that sort of comic relief duo?
Mm.
James and John.
Mm.
Disciple brothers.
Yeah.
You know, you can picture them as sort of the goofballs. You know, they had their mom come in and ask if they could be seated with the right hand.
Love that story. No.
It
No,
does make me
that-
wonder though. Did they ask their mother to do that, or did mom push her way in? You know?
Exactly.
Were they thinking like, "Oh, come on, mom"?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
They're like in the back like
Jesus.
this. Yeah, it's between that and when the people wouldn't listen to him, and they said, "Lord, shall we call down thunder upon them?"
Yeah.
I envision them saying it that way.
Yeah.
They probably didn't, and then Jesus has to look at them and just go,
If
Right.
that's not an episode of The Chosen, it
"Are
really
you
should
kidding
be.
me?" Yeah,
I would love to see that.
Actually, Salome asking Jesus about her sons, Jenkins does a really good job with that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what season it's in. It might be toward the end of season 4.
Yeah. it's in
But
4,
he does a great job with
Yeah.
that because he has it more of a Jesus actually gets a little bit upset.
Yeah.
But just from the standpoint of, guys, you don't realize what you're asking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obviously, because his kingdom is going to come when he's on the cross, right?
Right.
For those 6
Yeah.
hours. That's
Yeah,
it. That's God at work. And so, no, Jenkins does a really good job with that part of it. The
And
sons
he
of
does such a good job bringing in because that is
Yeah.
exactly what Jesus is going to ask him to do: is to
Yeah.
stand by my side, and you're going to die for this
Yeah.
faith too.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like
good stuff.
they don't know what they're asking for, but
Yep. Well, and speaking of this too, with Tolkien and with C.S. Lewis, who wrote Chronicles of Narnia, there's so
Mhm.
many Christological themes.
So many.
And so
yeah.
your Christological themes here are going to be there, which Jess actually gave me this kind of fun fact that there's a character in The Magician's Nephew that Lewis based off of Tolkien.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
Mhm.
interesting.
And then there's a character that Tolkien based off of C.S. Lewis.
Oh,
So they
okay.
had
Yeah.
people in
So
there
they had
as
a
well. So
legitimate
yeah, they're good friends.
relationship or friendship.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
I think there's a movie about it
Yeah.
called I think it's called Tolkien,
Yeah.
about their relation, about kind of how he created the Lord of the Rings world, and then also kind of his, because I don't think he was always Christian. I think through his
Correct.
relationship with C.S. Lewis, he became a Christian,
Yeah.
and then that kind of played into his writing. So
Yeah, kind of nominal growing up.
yeah,
You know, the other thing that I found out when I found out that Birmingham, England is the Venice of the North is where that was. All right. Any other characters that jumped out at you there that maybe we didn't like Frodo? He's a main one, right?
yeah.
So,
the main
yeah.
character, yeah.
So mine was Brad Paisley. That's where,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Yeah.
So
you know, kind of,
All
yeah,
right.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Tim
think, you know,
McGraw kind of
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah. With Sam, with that personality of the golden retriever, that's why I had the
Yes.
Luke Bryan.
Yes.
Isn't Luke Bryan just a guy you just want to hang out with?
Yes.
You just want to hang out, have a beer
Yeah.
with Luke Bryan. You know, that would be a good one there too. And then, did we miss one? I think we got just about everybody,
Yeah,
right?
I think we did everybody.
Except for this guy right
the
here.
rest of the fellowship.
Oh,
We can't.
yeah, these guys. What about this guy?
Legolas there.
Isn't he the guy with like the bow and arrows and stuff?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. He's. I don't know. He was one I would put as Kenny Chesney.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like timeless. Like he's been through everything, and Kenny Chesney's been able to kind of adapt to the way country
Yeah.
music is.
Yeah.
I would put him as with Kenny Chesney, or even like Keith Urban maybe a little bit. I know.
Kind of the cool guy.
Yeah.
All right, very good. And then this guy,
We got
Gimli,
Gimli.
right? Kind of gruff.
Mhm.
That's where I think you're Toby Keith.
But a very
Yes.
likable character.
But
Yeah.
yes.
People like him.
Yeah.
Trace Atkins,
Toby Keith.
red Solo cup. I mean, come on. Can't you see Gimli with a red Solo cup?
Yes. Absolutely.
It's absolutely
Singing
fits.
right along.
And
Yes.
finally, this one. The
Adriel.
yeah.
I don't know who that one is.
She's the elf.
Oh, that's the elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's the third. Well, she's not the elf that's with Aragon, but she is one of the elves. She's one of the ones that gets the rings of power.
Okay.
So
Good character,
she's-
bad character.
She's kind of the ones that are kind of
Things
Uh-huh.
are complicated, Jay.
yeah, they are.
Well, that's why I have Miranda Lambert.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
fits there. All right, PJ, give us your Old Testament prophet that matches Gimli.
Yeah,
right.
that's a good one.
That's a fun one,
Old
right?
Yeah.
Because it beats yeah.
I think it's somebody who's like, I don't know. I think Samson maybe.
Mm.
You know, just like in stature and demeanor maybe, but you know, he's kind of like he's a dwarf, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Short, really strong, he's a battle warrior. I don't know, what you know, maybe I'm thinking Judges. Time of the Judges sort of fits that.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I might have to keep working on that. I don't know.
Elisha went kind of nuts on the prophets of Baal.
You know what?
Elisha,
Personality-wise, Elijah fits very well.
Yes.
Elijah,
Yeah.
Gimli's
Yeah.
very like that.
yeah, Elijah
Okay,
kind of,
that's it. You got it.
Elijah. Well, there we go. All right. Well, we have successfully made the connection between Birmingham, Alabama, and Birmingham, England, with some helpful comments from our Old Testament experts.
And I appreciate you always letting me play along in my own special way when we play these games that I don't get the references for.
We hope that you will join us here this weekend. When you do, please join us for Bible class. Introduce yourself to Miss Adams. Again, we're so excited that she's going to join our staff. We're looking forward to a great school year. Kick it off a week from today. First day of school, a week from today. Until then, we'll see you in church. Goodbye from the church office.